Alright, roll call. I'm Matt.
I'm John.
I'm Keith.
I'm Will.
Me llamo Pablo.
And that's George.
And Kyle's upstairs.
Kyle's upstairs, and he has brain damage, so he's gonna be out of the podcast for a little bit.
Down there, buddy. It's the migraine. Apparently, we were out playing basketball.
He's got brain damage.
Yeah. Pass me the coke.
Yeah, sure thing.
All right. So do we want to start with ideas?
All right. So we got a couple of topics that we can talk about for the next probably an hour and a half. Or so. Or until like John's parents actually care about him. No offense.
So 40 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So.
All right. So what's our first topic that we want to talk about?
All right. All right. John. You want to start with your Snapple? I think. Do we talk about this or like? We're gonna have John call Snapple.
We were.
Bitch about their facts, but Snapple's closed their DM, so we can't roast them.
Unfortunately,
no one's gonna get that joke.
They don't have any customer service.
It's really funny because the way that whole thing started is that me and John are at the same lunch table, and our friend Mike always gets a Snapple, and John always gets a Snapple. And one day they both got the same fact, and they just fucking argued about it the entire lunch period. And then John just got pissed enough, and he's like, you know what? Since I'm gonna prove that I got this bottle first, because that's what they were arguing about. He's like, I'm gonna call Snapple headquarters right now, and I'm gonna prove to you that I got this bottle first. So he fucking calls Snapple in the middle of lunch, and the guy's like, yeah, hello, and he's like, yeah, so my douchebag friend over here tells me that he got his Snapple bottle before me, and he's just like, okay, can you tell me the brand of the bottle? And he's like, what is it? Like kiwi raspberry or whatever?
Kiwi strawberry.
Yeah, and Mike just has peach iced tea.
I was like, his is shitty peach iced tea.
So the guy on the phone's just like, well, who opened it first? And John was like, it was me, I opened it. And then the guy's like, all right, well, I guess you had it first. And then he just fucking hung up. And then Mike was like, you know what, that's bullshit, because now I'm going to call Snapple, and I'm going to prove to you that I opened it first, because peach is the original fucking Snapple flavor. So he calls up Snapple. This time it's a girl, and she's just like, so who opened it first? And then John was like, it was me, screaming, and Mike's like, shut the fuck up. And then he just hung up, and then they just fucking rambled on about it for the rest of the period. It was fantastic. And then we finally decided who would have it first by seeing who would finish drinking theirs first. They both had about 3/4 of their bottle. Mike immediately starts chugging. He's like, it took him like 2 seconds to only have like a couple drops of it left. John tries opening it, and he's like running. He's like moving in his seat. He's like, "Oh God, oh no!" And he's like, trying to open it, and then he opens it a bit, takes a sip, it spills on his chest a little, and then he's like, "Oh no, no!" And then he runs over to the garbage can, fucking does the whip, dumps all of his Snapper out, and just turns around and looks at us with the dumbest fucking face.
But I won because I ran out first. I mean, I was thirsty for the rest of the day,
but honest to God, I hope that those two people that answered John and Mike's calls, they were sitting right next to each other, and they both were just like, did you just get called from some idiot in high school?
Believe it or not, I did.
Yeah. Oh my God, you dumping out that Snapple was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in that lunch period. It was so funny. He literally uncapped it, like he pulled his hand back, uncapped it, did the whip, immediately dumped it all in the garbage, and just turned and looked at us like right fucking behind us. And everyone was just looking at John.
Everyone like around us was just looking at him.
Good times. That was really funny.
Yeah, it's always funny, like, shit that happens in lunch, because I'm pretty sure, like, when like, you were a freshman and me and Rich and you just sat at our own table, I'm pretty sure some funny shit happened at the table that was originally yours.
Yeah.
With, like,
Why I
Josh.
left there.
I remember that one time when Austin is just like, if you don't pay us back, then what's his face, or something like that, has got to, like, jizz into his sand. Oh, my God. They don't know if that's his... All right, well.
They do.
You said a last name.
I didn't say his first name either, so... Well,
shout out to
anyway,
all the
so
out there, you know.
Yeah,
anyway,
a kid who lies.
Doesn't matter. No one knows who this kid is. Anyway,
no one listens.
Savasa, yeah, Savasa. If you're listening to this, shout out to you. Thank you. So Savas is just like, if you don't give me back my money, I'm gonna jizz into 2 pieces of bread and you gotta eat it. And believe it or not, when the day came when he owed all of his money to him, he's just like, I don't have your money. He's like, fuck. Because he didn't expect it. He was actually gonna have to jizz into 2 pieces of bread.
He took soap. He just poured soap. He went to the bathroom with 2 pieces of bread, smeared it with soap, and tried to get the kid to eat it.
Austin was gonna eat it. He was about to eat it, and then was like, "Oh, come on, stop, really."
Because I'm pretty sure 2 girls were there and they were making fun of him for it.
No, people actually started from different tables. Not just 2 girls, like multiple fucking people started showing up.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Let's talk about that kid that we all hate. So,
how
long
we
has he
have
been an
to
asshole?
talk about it forever.
I mean,
apparently.
we don't have to. Let's just, we don't have to talk about
No,
it. He's been an asshole our entire lives. Let's go with that.
Oh,
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
apparently
I
he
actually
was
tried to be
public.
friends with him.
So did I. It
Yeah,
didn't work.
same.
I ended up punching him in the face.
Did you actually punch him in the face?
I did, yeah.
Jesus.
One time we were playing flag
Don't
football and
bring
he threatened to
Jesus
call the
into
cops on
this.
me. Actually, we were playing touch football. I
This
take
is
the
a
back.
non-religious podcast.
God's
Satan.
not dead too. Am I right, guys?
Wait, what was that?
All right, so
There you go. That's the
All right,
topic.
here we
There's
go.
another topic. There we go.
So on April Fool's Day, of all the irony, they released the most forced fucking sequel to the most forced fucking Christian propaganda in the history of Hollywood, which is God's Not Dead 2, where it's like an entire court movie where some woman talked about Jesus while she was a teacher and they're getting sued. That's the movie.
Oh my god.
That's literally
funny.
the movie.
When did this first movie come out?
It was like 2 years ago. It was about some college teacher who was like, there is no God. They like villainized
Oh
atheists.
yeah,
in that movie.
yeah.
They villainized atheists.
I hated that
Ooh.
movie.
Like, the lawyer in this one, complete fucking douchebag because
Did
he's
you
an
see it?
atheist. No, God, no.
Well,
Fuck that.
how do you know, man?
I hated that movie. I was dragged to see it by my girlfriend, and we both hated it. She's like, let's go see this movie because it looks interesting. I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever. And I
It was
walked
terrible.
out. We both looked at each other like, why the fuck did we see that movie?
It's Christian propaganda.
That's
I'm
what
not.
it was.
Let me just say this.
I'm not giving in.
I'm agnostic as well as atheist, so I don't
I'm
give a
agnostic.
shit who you worship.
If
Or,
you're- wait,
I don't
you
care.
can't
Worship. I
you can't-
worship God.
You can't be agnostic.
What
and
else would you
atheist.
If you don't worship God, you're not human.
That's true.
All right, I'm agnostic. What does that
I'm
mean?
What the
Catholic,
fuck
I go to
ever.
church.
The point is, I don't care.
Officially,
I don't care what you people believe in. I have no problem with it.
As long as
It's
you're
just
not a
like,
dick.
just don't be an asshole about it.
Officially, I think Matt. Officially, we're a Lutheran Christian, but we didn't give a shit about church.
Oh,
After
yeah,
a while.
I never went to CCD. My mom's like, she was driving home one day. She's like, shit, I never signed you up for CCD. I'm like, Mom, that was like 4 years ago. Like, you don't have to worry about that
I don't
anymore.
think you can get married in a church then.
No, I can't.
I mean, you could just
I don't
like,
You
give a
can do
crap.
it when you're older, and they just give you a test, and they're like, here.
or you could just pay like the pastor and just say, yeah, I took it, and they're just like, yeah, okay. That's what I'm pretty sure my uncle did that.
They don't really care.
I actually went to CCD. I went to CCD for like 8 years in a row.
Why? You only need to do it for like 1 or 2.
I did it for 1 year.
But you did. I thought it was only
You have
like a
to do
2-year
it-
thing.
You have
Like,
to do it for the first thing. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, dude, I went through the same thing, man. I had to go through all that.
commission. No.
Communion. No,
Communion.
wait, that's confirmed.
I went to
Confirmation.
CCD for 2 years for communion,
Mm.
and then I went for like 4 years straight, and then CCD, or not CCD.
No, if I
last
remember
thing.
what I had to do, I only did like 2 years, and then I got my confirmation, and that was it. I've never been to church ever since then.
Yeah.
And that was like when I was in 8th grade.
Actually, I didn't do
I
it
went
for
to-
like 8 years.
Oh, I
did it,
actually have a really
second
funny
grade.
story about this, actually.
Oh.
Okay, so, like, alright, I'm not gonna get religious with it, but, like, I was in, like, I was before pre-K, and we went over across the street to a church, and I didn't really know what the hell's going on, and, like, there's, like, a line of people, and there's, like, I see crackers, and I'm instantly like, yo, I'm in, I
Oh,
see
God.
crackers and red shit, I'm going
Oh, God.
I'm
Wow,
going
you're
for
white.
it. No.
No.
I was so young. I didn't even know what was
Oh,
going
man.
on. So
I
I'm
get
in
you.
line, and my teacher thinks it's all cute. She's like laughing about it. And then I get up there, and then he like bows me down. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? And he puts a red dot on my forehead, and then feeds me a cracker that tasted like ass. So I spit it out.
Just spit it out in the middle of a
John's
church.
face is like so bland.
I
That's,
ate
like,
some
so
of it.
disrespectful.
I know. I ate some of it, and then
Like,
I
if
think
my
I spit
grandma
it
found
out.
that out, she'd probably call you Satan.
She probably, yeah.
Did you just spit
I
out like,
didn't- No, I didn't mean to do it. Like I took it, and then like I took a bite of it and it tasted like I just like didn't like it, so I just spit it out like in the garbage and then I threw
If
it
I
away.
even like talk about that, man, my mom would like fucking
Yo,
slap me.
but like I didn't.
I like the
I
taste,
was
to be
I was
honest. I like
pre-K.
the taste.
I was pre-K. I was before pre-K. I was like, oh, it was so bad. It was so bad, and I thought
Funniest,
I got back and I was crying. I'm like, the dot's not gonna come off. And like,
you're Indian forever. I think the funniest thing that ever happened to me, like, when I really went to church, it was really when like I was a kid, and then until between then and like the 2 years for my confirmation, I just didn't go to church, and somehow I got confirmed. I don't know how, and I won't question it, but I did. But the funniest thing that ever happened to me at church was, I think, when my pastor almost got the shit kicked out of him because some drunk guy. I'm not sure if you remember this, Matt, but we were like kids. We were like. I always thought this guy had like some sort of mental disorder when I was a kid. I thought something was like wrong with him like mentally. But he like ran into the church, like running around in circles and punched the pastor like 3 times until he got like escorted out by like a bunch of other bigger guys. I thought
I do not remember
you
that.
were like
in
4
any way,
years
shape,
old.
or
I'd be
form.
surprised if you remember that. I was
God,
like
I
7.
do not remember that.
I was like 7 or 6. I remember that. It
Damn.
was funny as hell. But that was the funniest thing that ever happened to me, church. Me at church when my pastor almost got the shit kicked out of him by a drunk.
John, your mom tried to order Pizza Hut at.
Oh, yeah, John.
We said that already.
Yeah,
No.
we did, but that
Well,
was
that's why I
funny.
brought it up.
That was
All
funny.
right, so I'm tired of talking about religion already.
What else? What else we got for our
what's the
top?
next
So we all found our new favorite game in the entire world.
Oh God! Yeah,
Here we go.
Fucking
Roblox.
Roblox. John thought it was the greatest game he's ever played.
I
The
hate
way
it so
he
much.
reacted. Oh hey!
Hey.
Guess who's here? Kyle's here.
Joined.
What's up?
Kyle's joined in the sauce.
Ugh.
Welcome, friend.
You look
missed
dead.
my funny story about religion and how
Well, we
spit
don't
out
have to go
church
back to
crackers.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We don't have
It's
to go
good.
back to that.
Yeah, my migraines are really random. So
It happens.
they happen like all the time.
Was
like,
that just because you were playing sports with us, or was that just
no,
like
dude,
that
it just
random
happens.
thing?
It just happens anytime. Like
Ooh.
like
You
I
should get
haven't-
that checked.
yeah, I haven't had one for like 6 months, I think.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah, and it just happened.
Yeah, you're really low, but like migraines are the worst.
Yeah.
Like when you
I
get
get
them,
'em.
there's like nothing to stop
It
them.
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
I get them, but I
No.
have like a really high pain tolerance.
Yeah, well, I
Like,
do
my
too.
pain
Like,
tolerance is
it's
ridiculous.
like in the very back.
Same.
It happens in the back, right? That's like.
yeah.
Mine
Mine
happens-
happens. Mine happens in the front.
Oh, see, mine happened in the right place, but
The
like
last
right
time-
behind your eyes are the worst.
That happens.
The
to me all
last
the
time I had a migraine, it was like last year. It was at like it woke me up too. I was in the middle of sleep. It was like 4 a.m. at least,
Oof.
and I woke up and my head just hurt. So I'm
Honestly,
just like, fuck.
Yeah.
I went downstairs and I grabbed like a bunch of I don't even know how many pills of aspirin I took, but
Yeah.
I just like chugged them all down, and it
Like,
didn't help
yeah,
at
like,
all.
They wouldn't
I
be-
tried to sleep, but I couldn't. I stayed up for like 3 hours, like tossing and turning, until I finally like went to sleep, and I woke up an hour later for
Yeah.
school.
They wouldn't even be so bad if you like. It's the worst part of it isn't even like the pain you feel with your head. It's like you can't like see before that.
No, yeah, you can.
It's like the spots you see before that. When I started having migraines, it was like beginning of high school, and I was having them like in the middle of class, so I couldn't see any
Oh,
of the
that
shit. I
sucks.
couldn't see any of the shit I was reading because it's like you see spots, but like you know when you see spots when you look at like light
Yeah.
and shit.
like
like
after
bright
you look
light.
at something, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that except like the spots are the same color as whatever you're looking at.
and
So
they
it
just
fucks
don't
you
go away.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
don't.
and then
They
they go-
grow.
The
They
la-
like.
Yeah, they get
don't-
increasingly-
They get increasingly bigger and it
Yeah,
fucks you up.
the last migraine I had was 2 years ago.
Really.
Yeah. I've only had, I think
I've
that's
had a hand-
basically the only migraine I've ever had. in
I've
my
had a
life.
handful of them over
They've
the
been
years.
they've been decreasing, but they get
Same.
It's bad.
still
I
haven't had
they
one
just
in-
happen
I haven't
at
had
any-
one in
They
like
can
a year
happen
for
at like
me,
literally
so-
any time.
Yeah.
What
something like
about
that.
whiplash? Do you guys get whiplash a lot?
Nah.
Have you been in a lot of car accidents lately?
I get whiplash like so often.
Yeah, with how much you whip and shit, I wouldn't be surprised.
Apparently, he was
That's good.
whipping shit when he's doing this.
How hardcore you dab.
That's good.
So anyway, we're gonna talk about
We're talking about our new
Roblox.
favorite game, Kyle.
What new-
Roblox.
Oh, sweet.
All right, guys,
Me and-
we're actually changing our name. We're actually the Roblox podcast now.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Dude, it was.
All right, we don't love it that much.
The Elusive
It's fucking
Roblox.
hilarious.
So funny story
We
about.
could put in gameplay.
It's so funny how I've gone from discovering that game this morning to playing it with Kyle for like
It's
3
funny 'cause
hours.
it's like so.
Oh yeah, you want to tell that story?
Let's talk about T's experience with the park testing and how he downloaded World of War. He had time to download World of Warcraft and play without the teacher caring or noticing.
That was cool.
Oh, what an experience!
He literally,
That's pretty funny, actually.
he literally just clicked through the entire thing. Like,
Well, that's pretty much what it is. It's a
that
bullshit
was the part
test.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Chris Christie.
You know what's really
That
funny?
was the testing experience.
Last year, for when we were in chemistry class, Dylan was just like, okay, I'm gonna go take my park. I want you to time me from getting there and back and see how long it takes. And then I'll time you when you get there and back. I timed him, it took him 10 minutes.
That's
He
fucking
timed
funny.
me, and it took me like 15? 15, I think?
So, you actually...
It took 15 minutes. Dude, I can't. I still
It took
forget.
15 minutes.
I forget that your cousin's in our school, and like he's a thing.
Yeah.
Like not like
He's a thing?
He's
Yeah, he's alive, Keith.
Like,
He's
no,
alive.
he's like a thing
Believe it
here.
or not,
Like, if
he
he wanted to,
breathes.
he can come.
No,
He
man, he's
walks
really
and
cool.
talks
dude.
amongst us.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I work
He
with
wants
like,
to be on an episode.
guys, we
Yeah,
all
he-
have to download Roblox and
It's
play.
just- what time is it?
together, play together.
10:30. I mean, he's definitely off his shift by now, so he
Roblox
definitely
looks like a beta of a game instead
It
of an actual
really
game.
does.
It's really bad.
It's the pre-alpha of the game.
Funny as shit.
It's
Bird
something you-
Simulator is
Oh,
legit.
Bird Simulator is my favorite.
Why isn't that its own game by now?
That should be its own game.
And this
God,
one's
it's funny.
fucking Speed Run 4, even though it skips the first 3. I have no idea
No,
why.
it's version 4, Matt.
No, yeah. Anyway, I was on Roblox during testing, and I changed my name to Fat Purple Cunt.
You mean Club Penguin?
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Club Penguin.
Roblox.
No, it was Club Penguin, and I just logged in and I said the N word, and then I got banned immediately. Help me log back in. She wouldn't help.
Should we tell him our name? Should we tell him our name for the
Roblox.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know.
I came
No,
up
they'll
with
steal
it.
our account. Don't.
No,
do it.
don't tell them the password, but we can just
the
say.
password's the best part.
They'll steal
No,
our account.
no.
Don't do it.
All right, it's gonna,
I came up
it
with
ends
the
with
me-
a 69. There's your hint.
That's
Okay.
for the password. It ends in the 69. For our username, me and Kyle came up with. I'm not gonna do the entire thing, but the main part is 420 Bogue Smoker.
Oh, I thought it was Bong Lord.
No, it's Bogue Smoker. It's Bogue Smoker.
Bong Lord is better. I would have went with Bong Lord.
No,
Damn it.
No, it was like XXX 420 Vogue Smoker XXX.
Well,
Why
now
they
they know.
I was leaving the X's out. I said the main part was
Who
420
cares? They
Bogue
don't have our password. They can't log in.
69. It ends with 69.
But anyone that knows me will immediately guess it.
Pretty much.
Roblox
It's the one
is
word
so
we can't say
fucking
on
so
this
fucking good.
podcast.
Oh,
and that's in the end of the
God.
last podcast.
Oh,
Just
God.
remember HH.
So after this
Oh,
is done
fuck,
recording,
this
are we
guy.
just gonna spend the rest of the night trying to beat the speed
No,
run?
I fucking love Roblox. It's so funny.
Shit.
We're gonna try getting as far as we can in the platforming.
Probably
into
been
this.
Bean Boozled.
It's ill.
Fuck
I
you.
feel like
Ew.
I feel like I'm in middle
I'm so
school
sick
again.
of Bean Boozled.
I feel like I'm in middle school
So
again.
you're
I'm just
cringing at almost everything that's happening? Because that's
Yeah.
me in middle school.
That's it, and I'm surrounded by a bunch of like 11-year-olds.
So yeah, that's
That's
us.
it.
That
Do
sounds
you
like
want
us.
to be my girlfriend?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you a girl in 12? You want to be my
Yeah.
girlfriend?
Hello, I am a young boy on Roblox looking for a girlfriend who must be 12. If you're interested-
Specifically,
if you're
no older,
interested-
not less.
If you're interested, hit me up.
What other topics do we got?
I don't even know how this
Wait, we
is
got
gonna
topics?
work. Yeah, we wrote some topics.
We
down.
just came up with some things.
In my opinion, the top 2 rappers in our generation is Macklemore and Megan Trainor. They are so good.
The worst Megan. Okay, you know what? That's gonna start me off on another thing. Fucking
My
Megan
number
Trainor.
is no. My number is no.
That's exactly how I feel when Megan Trainor comes on the air.
Your
Exactly.
face is no.
Yeah.
So, you want me to list every
Macklemore,
single one?
Let's only list the ones we can.
When I was in the
ended-
3rd grade, I used to eat hay because I was
was a
Fuck
horse.
you. Macklemore ended
I was a horse looking
homophobia.
mother- The song is just so weird because he makes a point to say, "It's okay if you're gay, but I'm straight. Just so you know, I'm straight. Just are you sure
Hey,
I'm
did you
straight?
get it?
Okay.
Did you get it? I'm straight.
His
I
start
like women.
is so stupid. When I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay. Who says that?
Macklemore.
No rapper takes him seriously. You don't hear-
Macklemore.
You don't hear Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole going, when I was in the 3rd grade, I thought I was gay.
When I was,
Good for you.
When I was a little kid, I thought that I was gay because I like to clean my room.
Yeah, Charlotte. The last time they were relevant was the time that I actually listened to them.
Dude,
in 2005.
dude, literally, like last time I remember hearing a good Charlotte song, I was in 2nd grade.
What song was that they were?
I don't want to be in love.
No.
No,
Are you
that's-
serious?
That's the last
Wait, what
song
did
I
you
heard
say?
by them.
Isn't
Wow.
that a book about a pig and a spider?
That's Charlotte's Web. What the fuck?
Oh.
You fucking idiot.
So stupid.
What
Holy
band did you
Fucking
say?
moron.
Good Charlotte.
Fucking
What
retard.
music do they
John
make?
Medeiros,
What
everybody.
music do they make?
Some of the like more cringy ones.
Some-
Mayday Parade.
so how would I know?
My favorite band was Some Pig.
Some pig and a spider.
Yeah. Some Pig.
I can argue right now that Roblox is the game of the year.
Fucking
Best
true.
actor on the React channel. We could argue that
No,
Five Nights at Freddy's.
No,
is
that's
game-
no, that's game theory.
Oh,
That's not good.
Can we talk about Gaijin Goomba? Please?
No,
Yes.
ew.
Oh, I love that guy.
Guy got married, and the motherfucker, the best man, who was,
I don't know.
We gotta live stream that. I
don't
swear
know.
to God.
It was so bad.
It's so funny.
It was.
Okay, he fucking got married and he dressed up like Mario and his wife was dressed up like Princess Peach and he got an
Oh,
actual
God.
like priest to do the wedding. And his best man was dressed up like Mega Man and fucking Luigi.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I swear to God. And in the middle of the fucking when they're reciting their vows, he literally leaves his wife at the altar to go check on the stream.
Yeah.
Because he live streamed his entire fucking.
Oh my god.
Like he
Yeah.
walks up to the camera and
He
was like,
live streamed his fucking wedding. It's fucking great. I love it. He makes
Oh,
videos
that's
on fucking game theory about like culture and games and shit, but it's all just clickbait. It's really bad.
I gotta watch that now.
It's
I don't
so
watch
bad.
that. I don't really do anything with
John
that.
doesn't watch anything because he can't make it to the
I don't-
fucking podcast.
No,
so.
listen, I used to like game theory.
Are you?
not
I think you're
anymore.
confusing
God,
John
That's
with
something
Eric,
I'm ashamed of.
actually.
I don't do
Hi,
anything
Eric.
with video games.
Hi, Eric.
I'm-
If you've made it this far, then hi. Or,
That's so-
We already signed
Not
off to
for
Eric,
soccer,
guys.
though.
Has it been 20
Oh,
minutes?
well.
Yeah, it has.
Literally
Oh.
every other video is like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
You know, and it's terrible.
Not for me. I'm all sports, no video games.
I mean, I like.
Yeah,
sports
yeah, I'm
too,
with
but,
John.
If I do play video games, they're with sports. So,
Yeah, exactly.
You
like
sound
my
like-
game,
you
the-
sound
my
like-
favorite game ever was Madden 07.
My favorite
It's
part was how
Fallout
you
4
sound.
so
It's just
game,
non-generic. It's like
What?
it's
It's Fallout
sports.
4
You
so
sound like
game.
FPAC right now.
I
Whenever
mean,
I walk in
uh,
the room, sports.
other than that-
Sports.
That's because like
Other
I
than
like
that,
all
no, I don't play
sports.
video games anymore. Other than
Like-
Fallout 4, that's
Okay,
an
you-
exception.
That's
when
it.
you yell sports in the FPAC hallway, do they all
All
clench
force
their
consume
ears and
my
start
life.
screeching?
I love it because I'll come in like sports jerseys, and then they
Skyrim was
look
good,
at me like
Skyrim was amazing.
like I'm like I just
Best
I
game
don't
I've
want to
ever
say
played.
it. I want to
Just
say
Skyrim
something,
and
but I
Witcher.
can't.
Like you just
I
got off
re-
a spaceship or some
Great game.
shit?
Great game.
I can't say that.
I really want to keep talking about Gaijin Goomba.
No, stop. But it's like
Please
they give me
stop.
this look of like, the fuck is this kid? Why is he in our hole?
Oh wait! Can I just mention one more thing? In the middle of someone was the ring bearer,
Oh,
and
God.
the fucking ring was in a Mario mushroom,
Oh,
and he tried
God.
to take it out, and it got fucking stuck. so his fucking uncle had to come out and his uncle brought a fucking knife to this wedding. He takes out his
It's a
huge
shotgun
fucking
one.
knife and cuts the thing right out of the mushroom and gives to him. What the fuck?
No, that's gonna be your wedding.
Oh, that's great.
You're gonna be Waluigi.
Oh
though.
God, I hope.
Well, he's the tallest one, so yeah, you gotta
Dude,
go
they
all
better
the way.
have fucking Waluigi at my reception. Are you kidding? That'd be great.
Reception or wedding?
Both.
Both.
You kidding me? He's getting
Fuck
married
it.
to Waluigi.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
No, Nintendo.
He's
won't
bringing him
let it
along with the
anymore.
bachelor party.
I got blocked.
You got a
got
restraining
roadblocked.
order from
You got
Waluigi.
cock-blocked from
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I said
Can't be anywhere
sports in
within
general.
200
No,
feet
yeah.
of
He
Waluigi.
literally drew his wife
What
and
else?
him
What else is there to
as a
talk about,
Goomba.
Keith?
A worst injury
You've ever
Oh,
had?
I got
ever had or seen?
I want to go
I
last
died.
because mine is pretty good.
I died. Shut up, John.
If only.
Matt, do you want to start off? Because Matt,
I mean-
think I know what Matt one's is, because he
I
told
don't.
me.
Oh fuck! Wait.
Fuck.
If Matt wants to go first, he can. But I got a great one.
All right, Kyle, you go first.
Okay.
I want to hold on to mine.
So I was at my grandpa's house when I was in fourth grade. I want to
Is
say.
this the slip and the nail goes in your toe?
Thanks, John.
All right.
God damn it,
God
John.
damn it.
He said it like 7 times already.
But we're talking about worst injuries, so it's relevant.
We spoke about worst injuries like 2. All right, whatever.
No, we never have.
Can I
on a
please?
podcast.
All right. So, my cousin was there at my grandpa's house because we were gonna go out for lunch with my entire family, and we were playing tag upstairs. And you know, like that thing on the bottom of like the door that's like
that prevents the door from going like, into the wall.
Yeah, no, not the door stopper. The thing that's
Oh.
like the metal thing that's like underneath the door. You know what I'm talking about with
yeah,
all the screws.
I
in it?
know it. Yeah.
One of them was standing
Oh.
up, so we were playing tag, and I ran right on it, and I slid on it,
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and my fucking toe was torn open,
Oh.
the bottom of it, and it was torn all the way up from like the back of my toe to like the top of my heel.
No, we didn't.
We've talked about it a lot.
I think we actually have talked
No, we
about
haven't.
this.
We
I can
haven't.
cut
No,
it
because
out.
I told my story too. Did I not?
No,
Well,
you didn't.
I can cut it out if you want.
We didn't.
No. All right. Maybe
Yeah,
we didn't.
Don't worry, I'll cut it out.
I got a pretty good injury, even
No.
if we haven't.
I mean, yeah, I think I have a decent injury too.
Decent.
All right, so Kyle cut his toe open from what, like tip of the toe to.
I
Like,
told you, like
Dude, I'm telling you, slip and slides are
Like-
fucking bitches.
Like-
Slip and bleed, more like.
the back of like where my toe ends and like the bottom of the foot begins to like the top of my heel.
Oh,
damn.
Jesus Christ.
No, I don't
was
think
bad.
you
It's
told us
fucking
that.
disgusting.
Yeah, it was
Matt,
bad.
do you want to tell yours?
I mean, it's not
It
much
must
of a
have
terrible
sucked.
injury as much as it is
It
embarrassing.
was embarrassing, yeah. I think
Yeah.
I remember what it is.
I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but did I ever tell you
Yes.
guys the story of how Will got me a hernia?
Yes, I know this. I know
Wait,
this.
Will
story.
gave you a hernia?
Yeah, I
Punched
did.
me in the balls and I got a
absolutely
hernia.
did. I punched.
Oh.
You know, I was in second fucking grade.
All right, go.
Dude, I got a
It was
hernia,
this
too.
or
Shut
another
up.
story. And go on.
We were on top of the stairs, and I think we just got mad at each other, and we started shoving each other around. Will just I fell on top of Will. He pushed me off and just hit me right in the
as
balls.
hard as I
That's
could.
fucked up.
I reached back and I
I just
punched.
fell on the floor and cried.
You know
and
what
then
I was on the
literal
ground.
Dick, dude. That's.
I was on the ground and
the
Matt
fuck
was
was
like
that?
I was on the ground and Matt was just above me, so I had a perfect I either could go for his stomach or I'm just like I'm gonna go where it hurts, so as hard as I could. I
And-
punched him in
Ooh,
the
that's
balls.
bad.
and then and then only my mom was home, and she's like, "What happened?" And then she split
What
us
happened?
What happened?
What happened?
and she split us both up. And then I
I
was just
hope
like,
so.
Yeah.
His ball's still in your crotch. His fucking fist
Yeah.
is still in your crotch.
okay,
Go
man.
All right, sit next to each other,
Jerry?
guys.
Eventually, I didn't. It's funny because it really fucking hurt, obviously.
Yeah.
But
No
then
shit.
the pain went away surprisingly, and
That's
then
what
I was just
happens.
like,
And then it crawls
That's
out
what
of your
happens.
stomach,
That's
right?
what happens.
and
Like,
then I
it goes
went to the
away.
bathroom, and then I'm like,
I'm peeing blood.
ah, because
Oh, you.
my fucking balls were out of balance.
Oh.
It was really fucking bad.
And long story
And
short, I think Dad took you to the hospital the next
I
day.
went to the hospital the, next fucking day,
It wasn't
Yeah.
that night, no.
and I got surgery, and I still have the scar right above my nuts.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had a hernia too, but like
I was out
so
of
young,
school
I
for, like,
couldn't
a week
remember it.
because-
I got a hernia.
I had chafing for
Okay,
a week.
What happened to me
I
was
couldn't walk normal.
what happened to me was I was at Chuck E. Cheese
Oh,
and I stuck my dick in the monster ticket eater. It
not a
got
hernia.
fucking grinded up.
should I tell my story? I guess.
Jesus fucking
I had
Christ.
no idea.
That's not a hernia. That's called getting shredded, bro.
This isn't that
Oh
bad.
jeez. My doctor said it was a hernia.
This doesn't. I'm gonna tell my story. This doesn't sound like that bad, like at first, but I guarantee you, it hurt like a fucking bitch. Like those old fancy pens that
The ballpoint pens?
no, they're really really sharp.
Oh, you
like,
mean like
can
the
stab-
ink pens?
Yeah, one of
pens?
those. Matt, remember
The
we had
ink
one of
pens.
those?
Feather pens.
I was like,
No, idiot.
No.
The ink
Oh,
pens.
I remember this. Yeah, I remember.
I was like 9 or 10. I was in elementary school and I was young, and we just got one of these really cool pens, and I was holding on it and running around because I think I drank a lot of soda before I did this, and I accidentally drop it down the stairs, and
Oh.
as it's bouncing up and down the stairs, I can't really you know how you skip stairs, you jump over a couple of stairs. I stepped on it when it was
Oh.
up, foot first, right here.
Ooh.
Oh,
And
God.
as soon as I stepped on the ground, it went further in.
Ooh.
Nice.
And you could tell, the whole thing is, in. The
Gnarly,
whole thing
bro.
is in.
That's fucked.
You
And
shred it all the way down, you hold it out.
Ooh,
Shut the
that's-
fuck
that's
up.
fucked.
anyway,
dude.
so, as
I got
I got up, I tried pulling onto it, but it wouldn't come out. And and I cried for my dad.
Dude,
And he comes out, he couldn't get it out.
Oh fuck.
You're
And
not
so,
supposed to pull it in.
what my dad did is
Just leave it in there forever.
Keep walking.
Well, my dad
You're not
is.
supposed to take it out though.
Yeah,
Walk it
No,
off.
what my
it's
dad.
the same thing with
Well, no, I
If
mean,
you get stabbed and the knife is in you, you don't take it out.
but it's
Well,
not like a knife.
Not,
it's like
not
a little,
unless you're
it's
my
like a
dad.
little-
If you're my
I
dad,
thought you said it was big.
or if you're my
Yeah.
dad,
No.
you get another knife, you cut a bigger hole, and then you rip it out.
Oh, okay.
That's what he did.
Oh.
You're not
So
supposed
what
to
my
do
dad
that,
did-
man.
That's
Yeah,
even worse. You bleed
Yeah,
out like that.
Jesus, you could.
That's how you die.
So what my dad did.
John the medic over here.
Yeah.
fucking-
No, no, that's
Well, no,
That's obvious.
Yeah,
I got a
Jesus.
puncture in my foot. I'm gonna die.
Dude, that's
I stepped
actually
on.
really.
I
No.
stepped on a staple. You're supposed to leave that in. You're gonna die.
Keep it in there.
Anyway, so yeah,
all right.
No,
I got-
no,
Look at that.
you-
Yeah.
no. You're right,
Can I
but
finish
it's,
my
it's not a
story,
big.
please?
It's not
So-
like a knife.
yeah, my dad's moral of the story was I couldn't get it out, so he cut another piece of he pretty much got another knife, stuck it in there,
Yeah.
pulled it out, and then pulled both of them out, and I was bleeding from my foot for the next like 24 hours, and I went to the hospital and stitched it back up. I didn't need surgery or anything like that.
That's
but
the
like,
moral.
Well, yeah.
I
Moral of the story.
guess you learned something after
Let the
all. Like,
I learned something. Learned something. Don't run around with a fucking pen.
No, you don't pull it out.
maybe
Don't pull it
That's
out.
the You're supposed
Well,
to go like
who the
straight
fuck
there.
cares? He's
Send
right
Will's
here. He
girlfriend.
still
Fine.
survived.
I'm alive.
Maybe-
Believe it or not.
Don't pull it out, said Will's girlfriend.
maybe the real pens were the friends you made along the way.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened to me. That was my worst injury.
Can
I never
tell
had
my
anything.
story? My story is pretty bad.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. That's my story.
The story of how I got tetanus and my mom wanted me to walk it off.
Oh God.
So straight up, I was playing football with my friends, and it was like I walked to my friend's house, and we were playing football with his dad and stuff, and like they have to go, so I like to play with like no sandals on, so I was just like running around, and I picked the ball up, and I step on something. I'm like, it's nothing, and I like brush my foot off in the grass. I'm like, okay, I'm fine. So I put my sandals back on. I start walking a bit, and I'm like, my foot's starting to hurt. I look at the ground. There's just a puddle of blood in my sandal. And I didn't realize it, but some asshole, I guess, left a rusty nail in the ground face up. So while we were playing football, I stepped on it, and I didn't know about it. And the blood, I guess, just, like, was, like, still in the grass. But, like, I ran home to my mom. I'm like, Mom, there's a nail in my foot, and, like, I don't know what to do about it. And it turns out that the nail, I guess, dropped out. So I guess I just stepped on it. I thought it was still in there.
Yeah.
She goes, oh, you'll be fine. I'm like, Mom, it was probably a rusty nail. Like, it was, like, raining a couple days before.
Wait, don't
and,
you
like,
have? Didn't you get like your tetanus shot?
I
when you were
did,
a
but like
child?
still, but like apparently there's like still a chance that you can get it. She's like, she puts a Band-Aid on it. She taps me on the back. She goes, go play baseball with your brother now in the backyard. I'm like, what? Like I just stepped on a rusty nail.
Some peroxide.
Blood
bitch.
was everywhere.
Some peroxide.
And she tells me to go walk it off. Pretty much. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
You walk it up. You're supposed to leave it in, Keith.
Anyone else?
I
got
knew
some-
someone was gonna make. Like I was
Yeah.
like, maybe it was someone. I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, you're supposed to leave it in there, Keith. Like,
You're gonna bleed out.
John, what was your
John,
worst
what about
injury?
you?
What was your worst injury?
Well, I don't usually go to doctors or anything because again, I have like a
This
not the
one,
post,
shut
not
up.
the post, but like I have a really high pain tolerance.
It was
And-
me and John. We were playing soccer.
No,
We
this
were-
is a different story.
Oh, a
You weren't
different
there.
story?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like 7th grade or something, and I was
Oh.
running, and it was like,
Oh, you told me this. Never mind.
and it was like soaking wet, and it was like artificial grass. So
Turn.
I made a cut real quick, and my cleat like slid right off, and I stuck my hand out, but I didn't stop, so my hand went my elbow went inside out.
Ooh.
So like my elbow was way further in than it like obviously should be, and I was just standing there and like obviously it wasn't normal, so I kind of pushed on it and it placed back in,
Oh.
and it stopped hurting. It stopped hurting, so I was like, all right, I guess I'm good. So I
Sounds like
kept
some
running.
Far
Dude,
Cry
I wish
shit.
I wish
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say that's some Far
It's like
Cry
because in
shit
Far
right
Cry, your
there.
arm can be broken. You do that, and you're
Dude,
back
And it
to
was
normal.
like it was
Gain
really
3 bars
bad.
of health.
Okay, yeah, exactly. George, how about you? What was the worst injury you've had?
I don't know. It's probably like a tie between two. They were both when I was really young.
Just choose
You
one.
fell in the ice.
Dudes at the bees.
Huh?
The bees.
Oh, probably.
All right, tell them
Oh
about
God.
that one.
Okay.
Thanks,
Well.
and, try.
Okay. So I was walking with my dog. Right. I was pretty young. I was like 2nd, 3rd, maybe 4th grade. Right.
Maybe 5th, maybe 6th,
Make
maybe
up your
7th.
make up your
Okay. It was
mind.
more around like 3rd or 4th grade. Okay.
Okay.
And I was just walking my dog, right? It was a nice day. It was in summer, and I had short sleeves on, shorts on.
Just painting a picture for
Anyway,
you.
Shut up, Keith.
All right, come on.
Anyway, I was with my dog, and it was just me walking him because my mom decided, I could do it.
We get it.
First,
You were with your dog. Continue.
Let him tell. If you don't interrupt every 5 seconds, maybe you could continue.
and we had one of those
Okay.
leashes.
Okay, Charles, hold up.
All right,
We had one of those leashes that all the thread is inside of it. Right?
Oh, you mean like one of those?
Where you could like push a button and lock
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Track
yeah,
that,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So my dog actually got out of my hands, right? So we ran over to this place, right, where there's a lot of trees and stuff.
That's a forest.
Shut
Shut
the fuck
up.
up. Christ.
Okay, go ahead.
It actually wasn't a forest.
All right. No, I get it.
And he was just he was freaking out for some reason. I was wondering why, right? But I just thought it was something, right? Nothing. And so I put the leash back on him, and I noticed something on my hand. Actually, it was
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
it was yellow and black. And,
Black
and
and
yellow.
yellow.
And it
black
had
and
legs
yellow.
and a big ass
and
stinger.
at first, I wasn't really familiar with like this kind of bee. It was a honeybee, and I just thought it was a spider, so I went like that.
Oh,
Christ.
And
No,
you know,
George.
and then I just kept walking like nothing happened. Then I saw another one, and another one,
And
and another one,
And another one.
Yeah.
and then I realized
Then
it was
Rick
my
Ross.
dog who had been freaking out before. It was because he had actually stepped on a honeybee nest, because apparently honeybees actually nest underground too.
Oh fuck! I hate those.
So he stepped on it, and they were kind of angry.
Oh yeah, I
Are
wonder.
you sure? Wait, are you sure it was a honeybee nest? I'm pretty sure just.
because honeybees
I
don't
looked
really
it up
sting.
later.
No, honeybees sting. It's
They
just
do.
that after they
like,
sting, they
die.
die.
Yeah.
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 No,
Like
I'm pretty
wasps
sure.
and
I'm pretty
everything.
sure that was a hornet nest, because hornets I know. go
Hornets,
underground.
hornets
get
don't sting
unlimited.
either.
No,
No,
hornets,
they do.
hornets
No, they
sting.
do.
No, hornets usually leave you alone. Wasps sting no matter
Oh,
what.
They were-
wasps are
Hornets,
assholes.
unless you start like swinging, they don't care.
No, hornets are worse than
Anyway.
wasps.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
Let
they
George
are.
finish his story.
Alright, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, I was freaking out. I was like freaking 3rd or 4th grade, man.
Yeah.
And my dog had the bright idea, because the bees were around him as well, to run around my legs.
That shit.
So I had the the leash that has the cord inside of it, and it kind of got out of my hands as he was running around. So I'm like trying to like hop over,
Yeah.
to get away from the bees. So I'm just hopping everywhere, and there's actually like a rock path near where I was, right? So I pick up one of the rocks,
Throw at the bees.
and I actually started like going after the bees. I killed like one or two.
That's
Big ass
impressive.
rock. Big ass rock.
I went like that.
He's hit himself with a big ass rock. He's like, oh, I got 1 or 2 of them.
I took 1 or 2 down with me.
Yeah.
Go on.
Anyway, I was like on the floor, like trying to get at these bees, and it was fucking insane, man. And my dog, was there. He was freaking out.
Yeah.
And luckily, he didn't get any stings.
Oh, good for him.
Oh, good.
Ow.
I was about to say, good for
Really?
him.
Yeah, because he had long fur. We hadn't cut it for a while, so that was good.
Well, no, he probably got
Crazy.
stung, but it just didn't hit his skin, I guess.
Yeah.
It wasn't on skin, yeah. So
Yeah.
And
I assume you weren't so lucky.
I'd rather me get stung than my dog to be
No,
honest.
fuck that.
Fuck my dog.
No,
So would your
No,
mom, but she doesn't don't.
no, definitely.
No, definitely me, because like my dog wouldn't know what's happening. She'd
Yeah.
just be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm facing a bunch of pain." Me, at least I know it was a bee.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'd be
I was
worse
really
with your
glad.
dog
And-
because they can't get it out and you don't know where the stingers are. But anyway, go ahead.
I had real good luck that day because
Oh yeah.
there was a
obviously.
doctor's son
Hmm.
there was a doctor who lived in our neighborhood,
Oh.
and his son was actually riding his bike near the place where I was, and my brother ran.
snitch.
He actually he came to get me, and he realized that I was in this situation, right? So he ran over to where my mom was, and he went to get her. But I was still like there with dealing with all these fucking bees, you know.
Did they?
wait,
did
how
Christian
ma-
just
how
look
many-
at you and he's like, ah, crap, and he just sees you in the distance, go like, ah, and then he just
No,
runs
it's with
back.
the rock. It's with the rock. What the fuck is he doing with
Swinging
that
at
rock?
nothing.
Why is he- why is he
You're
hitting
like
himself?
doing some strange dance
So wait,
ritual with your
at
dog.
the end of it, how many stings did you have?
Well, at first, actually, what happened was I went and the doctor's son, right? He got the doctor who was in the neighborhood, and he actually helped me out after like all the bees were happened, and apparently at the end I had 13 stings.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a lot.
13 stings.
I've only had one bee sting my whole life.
Lucky
I'm
for him.
so proud
I had a
of that.
wasp sting.
I got
I've
stung
had
in the
so many
neck, too. It was like the worst position ever. In
I had a
First
wasp
time I got
sting.
stung was behind my ear. That was awful.
Oh,
It was like right.
I got it in
It was
a
like
pretty
right
okay
here.
place.
too.
I got it like right back here in the back of my knee.
oh.
I mean, like I couldn't really walk that well. Like it really fucking hurt. But
Any-
it's not like the back of the neck or like the
Any-
back of the ear.
But-
Any
I'd-
place that gets
I'd-
hurt, you think like, oh, I can live with it, and then you start like going through daily life, and you're like, shit, I
Fuck.
really need this. Like, with my toe, I'm like, I can live with it, and then I start walking around, like, it
Fuck.
hurts. It's like weird as fuck.
I've only
to
got
walk.
stung once, and it was by like a wasp.
I got stung 7 times.
I've been stung like 5 times.
Because they were by
They
bees. 'cause
collateral you.
in Spain, my uncle has like honeybee. He actually owns honeybees,
Mm.
and he like makes honey and
He's a
stuff.
beekeeper?
No, it's like
Beekeeper?
it's just he doesn't do it for a job or anything. It's just
Oh.
to have honey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
So I'm in the house because it's like an abandoned house. That's where he has it, and there are no like broken windows or anything. So I'm just in there, and then my uncle knocks on the window and he screams like, "You're gonna have to run to the car." And he's in like he's in the bee suit, so he's not getting stung or anything. And I'm like 12, so I'm like, what do you mean run? You gotta give me that suit. And he's like, no. And he opens the door and he's like, run. And I was like, I'm not ready, so I run.
I'm not ready.
I run, and they're like bees all over me. I get in the car, they're still on
He
me.
shouldn't. He shouldn't have said that because I mean, when you run, it makes it worse because bees are attracted to like carbon dioxide.
They
and
are.
shit.
Did you want me to walk? They were already angry because my uncle was dealing with the honey.
Well,
So they
I'm
were
just gonna
already
piss off
angry.
these
No,
bees.
the
If I
thing
walked, they were
is-
gonna get even mad.
Hey, dun, get out of there!
He's like he's shaking.
Wake up!
No, he's got like that beehive habitat thing, and he's like he's shaking it. He's shaking it back and forth, like, dude, you got to get out of there.
He's gonna be fucking pissed when they get out.
The thing is though, like, if you just like remain calm, bees leave you alone. 'Cause if
Usually.
you
Not
if
when
you-
they're fucking swarming.
no,
you know,
because
like-
if you
Not
run,
when my uncle has just been like removing their honey and stuff.
they'll get mad at him. But if you run, then they'll know
If
like.
there's a body run, they don't know. Oh, there's a guy running. Let's not get him because
I
he's
mean,
not
apparently,
mine.
even if you're hopping,
if you run, that makes they're gonna be like, oh, he's guilty, obviously.
If I walk, they're gonna be like, "Who the hell is this guy?"
bees
Why
are
is he walking?
conscious. They're like, so we
Get him! It's not only just because of that. It's because
Yeah,
like,
let's not get him because he's walking.
No,
but he's
listen.
running, so let's get him.
listen, it's not like that.
This thing
Because
is
when you're
standing still.
running, you like exhale a lot more carbon dioxide, and they're attracted to that, so they go for it. But you just happen to be running. So yeah,
What other?
I
my
really,
doctor- what is
really fucking hate wasps.
So do I.
and,
The doctor actually.
Bees are
kinda-
cool. Bees are cool because they give us like food and shit. But fuck wasps.
Yo, guys, I
What?
just thought of a great intro that we missed. Our rap song.
No,
Oh no.
Yes.
definitely not.
Yes.
No. What other topics do we got?
All right. Well, we got two. We're
Well,
narrowed to two.
What about the March Madness?
Yeah,
Should we talk about it?
Kyle's not really into sports, so we probably should have talked about that
North
first.
Carolina won.
Birthday.
They
Did they win?
Syracuse. is
North
out.
Carolina
Yes!
just fucking won.
All right.
All right. So I guess we're talking
So,
about basketball. So
March Madness, like let's just.
How about my nigga Kyrie Irving getting
John!
What?
We gotta censor that now.
Oh,
50
damn.
minutes.
I said nigga.
Damn it, John! Again!
This is where you.
I put it down in the notes.
Remember those 2 times, for God's sake.
I put it down. Don't worry.
Shit.
All right. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So I predicted that Villanova was gonna win and all, but I didn't predict like a bunch of other stuff that happened. For starters, I had Syracuse losing their first game. They won. In fact, they all made it all the way to the semifinals, which no one expected.
Boy,
to be
did they
honest.
prove you wrong.
They proved me wrong.
You know who really proved me wrong?
Fucking Arkansas.
Michigan State.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
Arkansas, yo. Purdue should have.
I had them in the final with
Dude,
Williams.
fuck Arkansas. I can't even point it out on a map. What the fuck
You
even is
can't
it?
point out Monmouth on a map.
My friend Marissa, they're like, like Syracuse is a shitty basketball team. I'm just like, yeah, you guys are probably going to go out in the first round. She's just like, yeah, probably. So that's what I had them. I had them losing the first game. They went all the way to the semis, and they just lost to North Carolina.
I
I
had
messed
Michigan.
up when Little Rock won. So
Yeah,
That-
same.
Well, I mean, I picked Duke, so fuck that.
I mean, to be honest, D-Moore was kind of correct. He's like, it doesn't matter because it's like it's gonna be between Kansas or like North Carolina, and whoever wins that game's going. But like, Kansas lost to
Villanova.
Yeah, they lost to Villanova, so I'm like,
I had Villanova winning the
North
all. So if
Carolina.
Villanova wins, I'll take that.
I mean, I had
success.
North Carolina winning anyway, so I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. But like, yeah, go Tar Heels.
Syracuse, North Carolina and
my
Villanova.
dad's
So
outside.
What kind of
he is.
Oh.
What kind of
He
fucking
Oh.
what kind of fucking name is
Sign
Tar
off,
Heels?
John.
Bye,
What are the Tar
John.
Heels?
They're like
Bye.
it's like a
John, the
Some
N-word
sort of
dropper.
goat?
John
I
is
don't remember.
leaving.
because they like
Oh
tar
shit!
the
Oh
heels
yeah,
of
like
horses.
they tar the hooves or whatever.
He's good.
Yeah. All right.
Bye,
Two
John.
minorities are saying goodbye
So
now.
long, John. We'll see you next week, I guess. Same time.
Oh, everyone.
All right, everybody's saying
Oh,
goodbye
John,
to Johnny.
John, everyone-
What the hell just happened?
And his jacket's
And,
spun.
and John has broken his jacket. His mom's not buying him another one.
John, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I shared the pain of. I was wearing this when I found out Barcelona lost,
Yo,
and I'm just like, oh, yeah.
John, you want to add a final comment before you sign off?
I eat ass. All right, see ya.
See you.
Wait,
John,
The microphone is yours.
John.
The microphone's yours.
Say it again,
What?
John.
Say it again.
Say what? Oh, I eat ass.
All right.
All right, see you, buddy.
There's John.
All right,
Ladies and
so
gentlemen,
love
John.
you.
Yeah.
Audio spike when he says I eat ass.
it's like right there.
Yeah. Here,
All
see
right.
you.
So
What the
Okay.
fuck? Oh,
yeah. So now that We have one minority down.
All right, it's just yours.
Why don't we just
I-
take out
I
the
had,
other one, right?
I actually had Michigan
Careful
State
what you
winning
wish
the whole
for.
thing.
To be
Damn,
honest-
was I wrong?
To be honest, a lot of people did. Like a lot
Yeah,
of people
everyone
had,
did.
A lot of people had Duke going out in the second round. Luckily I had them going out in the first round anyway. But like, I can't even remember like who they were playing. Like it's been such a long time. I mean like. Looked at my bracket. My favorite part was like SportsCenter posted on Instagram that's like everyone's brackets today, and it's just like the paper just going into a shredder. That like the guy
Yeah.
sticking up like the middle finger. I'm like, yeah. That's
When
me.
I found out that like Syracuse won, I found out because Twitter was going insane about it. I'm just like, Syracuse won, and then my friend Marissa, she texted me, she's like, Syracuse won. I'm like, how the fuck did you guys
no, I
win?
don't-
Who did they beat?
I don't remember. I had
They beat some pretty good teams.
Yeah,
Like,
they-
when they
got lucky.
I remember when she sent me a picture of Snapchat. It's just like, guess I'm going to Houston when they won in the quarterfinals. I'm just like,
Yeah,
holy shit, you
a lot
guys.
of my friends on like Facebook, they're like, "Oh my god, we're going to Houston to play again," and I'm like,
Oh,
you
I'm
don't-
like,
don't
I looked
get
at her. I'm just
up.
like, how? How are you guys still in this?
Yeah, I know. Oh, shit.
And then they finally lost to North Carolina just now.
I mean,
So she's probably bummed out. But I mean, you know,
So,
it's gonna happen.
so now we're down to the final two, right?
Yeah, finals.
it's Villanova, North Carolina.
versus North Carolina.
If-
Let's go Tar Heels.
Yeah.
Go Villa.
Really, you got Villa?
Yeah, I had Villanova winning the whole thing.
Really?
I
Shit.
just didn't expect them to be playing North Carolina.
I did. I expected Carolina has a great basketball
North
team.
Carolina has they have a great basketball team. I know that. I have Villanova winning the whole
Guys,
thing.
I had Chattanooga winning. My friend, like shit you not, they did it for math class for some reason. He goes, like, and this is an FPAC, and he,
Oh
like,
boy.
he exactly.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here we
And
go.
his logic for picking a team was, I like the name. The team,
That's it?
Chattanooga,
That's-
and I'm like, they're not going anywhere, and then they almost won.
I'm the same way, honestly. Like, if I don't.
I knew-
care.
Sometimes
I
I'll
like
just-
Cowboys.
Sometimes I'll sometimes I'll pick off the jersey colors, but then sometimes I'm like, yo, I'm actually gonna try this year. But it's like not even.
I like the
nothing.
name.
Last
you know.
year, I also had
Chattanooga.
had Villanova winning last year, but they lost. I think in the semifinals. I think, and I was really bummed
I
out.
don't even know who played last year.
I think Duke won
Duke
last
won.
year
Oh, that's like Duke won, yeah.
because my teacher was going insane.
Yeah,
over it.
that's right. That's why I
My
had them
teacher, Miss
losing this
G,
year.
was
Yeah.
going absolutely crazy. the
I
fact
wanted
that
Duke to lose immediately just so she'd be pissed off.
Miss G, yeah, because me
Yeah.
and Matt have the same math teacher, and she is a massive Duke fan because I think that's where she went to college. I think
Duke.
Duke.
Duke. It was Duke, bro. Don't know what they got those.
Yeah, like once I found out that Duke won the whole thing, she went ape shit.
Did you give everybody 100s in your class?
I wish.
Duke.
Would have saved my grade.
Duke of Earl,
Well, see, I was
Duke,
expecting that
Duke,
for
Duke of
Mr.
Earl,
D.
Duke,
I was
Duke
expecting
of
that for
Earl,
Mr. D-Moore.
Duke,
When
Duke
Alabama
of
won the
Earl,
national
Duke,
championship.
Duke of Earl.
I was like, how long are you gonna go on for
I
that?
was waiting for it then.
You went on for like a minute.
That's how I was expecting Mr. D-Moore to just be like, you all get hundreds, like whatever. It doesn't even matter.
Well, you
like,
give you all
I'm
hundreds
gonna
anyway.
love you. Oh,
you're gonna get copyrighted for your
oh,
shitty
I'm
ass
gonna
singing.
love you, darling.
Anyway, so
Cause I'm
yeah,
the
much.
Duke of
Should we
Earl.
talk about like actual?
Shut
up.
Kyle's
Yeah.
kicked out of the podcast. We're in your house, but get out.
Should we talk about like the NBA or not? Is like the March Madness like,
Nah.
good enough?
Guys, the 76ers, best team in the NBA. Just gonna say it now. The
How many
only team
wins,
that has
like?
lost more is like the 75, 76, 76ers. How the fuck is that? How can you be bad for like 80 straight years? Just how?
What kind of name is 76ers anyway?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They were only good when Allen Iverson was on the team. He was the only motherfucker who was
He-
good.
that was like 10 years ago, though.
Duke,
And then
Duke,
he
Even
was
he
old then.
cursed. Even he cursed out the team at one point. He's like,
He's like, you guys are
Fuck this
shit.
team, they're
It's
so
just
bad.
me, and I'm just like, you can't
No.
say he's wrong.
This was after he retired, and he was. It was like recently. He was like, the 76ers were always the worst team, and they were like always. They will always be the. He was like, he was just so fed up with them because I think they all
'Cause
had
he's
a
right.
coaching position or something.
And he was such a good player.
He was. He was an amazing
Okay,
player. With
it's
his
like
cornrows.
It's
Oh,
between the 76ers and the Cleveland Browns for like the worst name in the entire like
sports,
ever.
like for America.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. Well, you
You got another one?
Duke.
like I'm trying to think now. Like out of all
Seriously, what kind of
sports-
college name is Duke?
Duke of
Chattanooga.
Nukem,
Chattanooga.
Duke of Nukem.
Out of all
Duke,
sports,
Duke
um,
of Nukem,
Alright, we get it, Kyle.
Duke
Shut
of
up.
Nukem.
Like what kind of? I'm just gonna list them up. Like the LA Dodgers, the Atlanta Thrashers, the
That's because
the
LA dodges the
Vancouver
bullets.
Canucks.
What the fuck is a Canuck?
I think that's like an offensive term.
Really, what about the Montreal Canadiens?
Yeah, like who came up with that name?
Canadians.
Fuck off, dude.
I'm just like, it's the French word for Canadian.
The
Dude, I like
Maple
what the
Canucks.
fuck?
I like Canucks, honestly. That's pretty good.
What's the other Canada team I can't think of right now?
There's a lot.
The
There's
Flame,
Calgary.
Let's see, we got Calgary Flames. We got
Yeah,
the
Flames.
Ottawa-
Maple Leafs. The
Ottawa.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
What team's Ottawa?
Senators.
Ottawa Senators.
Ottawa
What the fuck
Senators.
is that? God.
Exactly.
The Senators.
I think there's another
Is their
team I'm missing.
mascot Chancellor Palpatine?
Yeah, like what the fuck are they? Here comes our mascot. Here comes our mascot, Congress. Here comes our
Bernie
mascot.
Sanders.
Here comes our mascot, the Supreme Court.
This is some old dude.
Chief Justice.
Just look at the audio.
Y'all ready for this?
Alright, now we're gonna cover it.
Oh fuck.
The Washington Nationals, like
What
the
the
fuck?
fuck?
That's pretty bad. But I can
I mean,
Denver
what about the
Nuggets?
Washington
They
Redskins?
don't have one
Yeah,
mascot.
Denver
Their
Nuggets.
mascot.
What about the Denver Nuggets? Come on,
That's pretty. Golden
dude. Come on,
Nuggets.
it's kind of shit, man. Come on.
It is. Oh my God.
I mean, what about the Washington Redskins? They've been trying to change that name
They
for like
should. That's really
20 years.
even though in football that's offensive. Like
I do not care.
Speaking of
we know,
Matt,
Cowboys.
Speaking of like the
Who cares?
NFL, like who like I'm not sure if like you know Keith, but what do you agree or disagree with the Rams move back into Los Angeles? You agree or disagree? With
I mean,
that?
I don't know.
I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, no one
They're
cares.
not gonna represent LA great.
No
at
one-
all,
no one
but it's
cares.
like-
They were
how
never
about,
good
how
in
about the
St.
fucking
Louis.
Lakers? Like, what kind of fucking name
That's
is
because
that?
they're originally in
The Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oakland Raiders,
So they
because
came
when
from
they
Salt
win,
Lake.
everyone just goes and raids the fucking
They were
shop.
originally made in
the
Salt Lake.
Raiders were also originally from LA.
Yeah, they were, and they're planning to move back too. So there's gonna be like three
Jesus
teams
Christ, are
playing.
they really?
There's-
Why?
No. Okay, so right now it's between
Oh
the
my
Chargers, the Rams, and the Oakland Raiders, and they all want to move to LA.
Are you serious?
They all want to
San
go to
Francisco
LA.
49ers.
Oh, what kind of name is the Knicks?
The Knicks.
The
That's
Knicks.
terrible.
The New
man.
Jersey Nets. Yo, it's not even
Oh, you
Brooklyn
fucking,
Nets.
it's terrible. That's like
random.
They're
That's
just,
exactly
What's
like
a
the
part of the
Knicks.
basketball? What's a part
That's
of the
random.
basketball?
That sounds exactly
Nets.
like the Knicks.
Rim?
Are you
Nah.
fucking kidding me?
Nets? Yo, you hit that shit.
Oh.
Yes. Team name.
Probably
the
what it was.
Rims.
New Jersey
If it was the
Rims.
Rims, it'd be like
Flashback to
I
1967.
would buy all their merchandise. They were like
Guys,
the
we
New
need
Jersey
to bring
Nims.
order to this,
The
man.
New Jersey Nims.
The new, I would no. The
You're
New
destroying
Jersey
everyone's hearing
Rims.
right
Like
now.
it'd be like I love Rims
It
or
doesn't
something.
matter.
That'd be the
I
t-shirt.
heart
I'd be
Rims.
like, yes,
watching
I'd
this
fucking
anyway,
buy it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Time for a
So,
rim
should we
shot.
move on to our
New Jersey rim shot.
Y'all ready for this? Da-da-da-da.
Okay. So like,
Should we move on to our?
no, I want to name more though because like there's
They
some
play the Space Jam
really-
song while I'm sucking farts out of her ass.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
God.
gonna slam that. Gotta get out. It's time for the
Absolutely
Space
smash
Jam. Space Jam.
Absolutely smash that. John just texted me. Hold on.
What do you say?
John texted me. He
Did
goes,
he hear about how I referenced eating ass? Is that why?
yeah, pretty much.
He felt it.
He goes, let me know the time so that I can start watching from there, and then watch 5 minutes before I inevitably fall asleep.
Fuck off, dude.
Is that what John said?
Yeah, that's what John said.
This is a funny one.
I mean, but like,
This is a good
I don't
podcast.
understand. Why do you want to go to LA? Like, nobody likes LA.
Dude,
Even
the
the people
traffic
who
there-
live in LA don't like
like,
LA.
literally-
NWA doesn't like LA.
every fucking
Exactly.
Okay, listen. Literally every fucking show or every person I've heard of say like their dream destination is fucking California.
It's so
And
bad.
everyone and anyone who's visited California can tell you that it fucking sucks.
It does.
Okay.
My professor actually, he's like, there's a place in America where you can go where you can restart your life. It's
Yeah.
called California.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit there. It's terrible.
Just-
They don't give a shit what you've done.
No.
Smoking weed.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The Denver
No,
Nuggets.
it's
There's from the
NWA.
Denver fucking
There's
Why
like.
don't you just go
there's
to
two types
Amsterdam
of
for
towns.
that, man,
Ones that are really overpopulated
Everything's
with
legal
like
in Amsterdam,
ones
actually.
that are
so.
overpopulated with people who
Every
think they're
single-
going to be actors. Okay, I'll start over. There are
Okay,
two
go
types of towns. One type where people are where the entire population is just people who think they're going to be famous, and another type where everyone's just a drug addict.
Pretty much.
And there's always
Compton.
there's always traffic. Fucking everywhere.
Shout out to Compton.
Horrible.
Woo!
Horrible state.
There's no traffic in Compton because then you'd be shot.
There's traffic.
You
There's,
said that.
there's a
Are
lot
you
of
kidding me?
there's a lot of drive-bys. That's why.
You stop at a red light, you're
There's
risking
more
your life.
forms of, listen, guys, there's more forms of traffic in Compton than just driving.
First of
Human
all,
trafficking, drug trafficking.
That was good. That was
shit,
good.
that's
That was
good
very
shit.
good.
That's good.
George, it's the best joke of the entire podcast.
Good. Good
was
job.
good.
Good job.
Good
Good
I'm
job.
glad I
Good job.
assisted you there.
That was good.
That was a good
That was
sign.
really good. That was good. All right.
But
anyway.
Thanks.
Let's talk about our least favorite states. I hate Wyoming.
I hate
Half the
Montana.
population
What
is
the
the
fuck's in
wind.
Montana?
Literally,
The trees make up half the population.
there are only 2 escalators in the entire state of Wyoming.
Are there really?
I'm not
Did you
kidding.
get that from a Snapple fact?
No,
Oh,
dude,
I
I
have
swear to
some-
God.
Oh, if only John was.
No one likes
to talk
Wyoming.
about.
It's a fucking terrible state.
What about
I-
Montana? What the fuck's in Montana?
Hannah?
Joe Montana.
Go upstairs and kill yourself.
Get out.
It's the best of both
Fucking
worlds.
shoot yourself.
Get out of the room.
I have something funny that.
John Tron would say Florida, but I don't know why.
Flow rider.
Hey, well, if you didn't like that joke, don't worry. Nobody's perfect.
No, nobody's
Me and-
listening from Wyoming.
Me and John actually looked.
No one's in Wyoming. That's why.
Exactly.
The trees are always listening.
Yeah.
The fucking wind.
What do
Because
you
that's
call
what I
it?
got.
The wind carries the fucking
God.
information over there.
Ohio's a bad state.
They don't have
Ohio
any,
is a very bad state.
They don't
I
have Wi-Fi.
researched
They
that.
got
Literally,
wind.
all that's in Ohio is.
I
What are you
researched.
talking about,
Is
man?
Cleveland
Brown on the
black?
outside,
No.
high in the middle.
Oh,
Ohio,
shut up,
come on.
Jesus.
all, that's,
We might need to cut that out. Uh-oh.
all that's in Ohio is corn and the occasional sign that says "Hell is real." That's it.
Pretty much.
And Cleveland.
Horrible.
And former
Yeah,
Johnny
Cleveland
Manziel.
Browns.
What's in Cleveland?
Johnny Manziel. That's the perfect example.
Oh, he said the N word. Remember that time?
in Cleveland?
Remember that time? I can clearly.
I
hear it.
didn't say it.
All right.
I actually
Okay,
have a
maybe
pretty
fine.
funny story. Me and John would have.
God.
Me and
Why do
well,
white
me
people
and John
think they can say
actually.
niggers?
This has a.
You see, you're a minority.
God
so you
damn
can
it.
do
This
that.
actually has. This is
God
actually
pass.
another Snapple fact that me and John. Well, John read.
Cool.
He said the smallest distance between 2 airports is less than a mile, and he's like, "That's bullshit." So he looks it up. It turns out in the UK, at the top of the UK, like right between, I think it's.
Wales and like Ireland or like what?
I
It's
think
like between Dublin and I think Leeds. No,
yeah, there's like it's like
Oh.
somewhere in Ireland, and then there's like a small chain of islands literally right off the
Yeah.
coast. It turns out there's an airport right between the edges of those islands, literally on the fucking beach, and
Wow.
like it takes 30 seconds for a flight to
go from there.
go
to
from
the
one
other
side to the other.
Why have it? then?
Exactly.
What the fuck?
What you could swim there
Yeah.
and it'll be
I
Exactly.
mean, the English Channel's pretty rough. Like, I mean, swim.
Well,
I don't
No,
know.
I
Take a-
literally
you can
looked
take a
at it
boat.
on
Take a boat,
Google
yeah.
Maps.
Yeah,
the
whatever.
distance between the two
fuck.
the airports is
That
like half a mile.
Dude, it's right behind my eye.
I
gotta
can
get
literally
Red Bull.
swim that distance.
Ooh.
You think you can?
Okay, I think we should cut this podcast a bit short.
No, can I say fuck New York?
Yo,
You got any good stories in New York?
Okay, wait.
No, that's
I,
the problem with New York. Like when people say New York, I don't know if they're talking about the state or, the city.
actual city.
It's
'Cause
terrible.
The city is
Can I just say,
terrible.
fuck New York City? Whoever the fuck made it all straight lines is an asshole.
Yeah.
Because every map in that city is upside down.
Yeah.
I shit you not. I was going to see a show.
Every fucking street is a distinct
Dude,
smell,
you
and
ever
they're all
see Phantom of the
terrible.
Opera?
They are.
It's all like
You ever
public
see Phantom of
restrooms.
the Opera?
Fuck
Yes.
That's
Phantom
homeless
of the
Each
Opera.
has
Yeah.
a different blend
Fucking
of.
amazing.
But like, I was
public
going to see a show.
Everyone there is homeless, and it makes me feel bad.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's,
Puts me in a shitty
that's
mood.
true.
I went to go see a show. Okay, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, we were gonna go see this what's it called, the Times Square. So we get out and we get out of Madison Square Garden. I'm like, okay, we just gotta go up and then make a left, right? And he goes, yeah, it's no problem. And we're like, we have time, we can go see it. And then so we make a left and we go, wait, this doesn't look like Madison, or this doesn't look like Times Square. So like, all right, we're gonna make a right and we're gonna find it eventually.
Ugh.
We don't find it. We have about half an hour to go see the show, and we're like, yo, where the fuck do we go? We're heading in the wrong direction. And the cops are not even useful sometimes.
No,
I'm
they're
like,
not.
I'm like, where do I go? And they're like, I don't fucking know. Like, this is my
That's
street.
cops in New York City.
I live right there, and I come down every morning.
Just follow the
Not
map
even the
and
taxi
it'll get you
drivers.
there.
But the map's
Wait,
upside down.
taxi drivers are
The
fucking
show
awful.
sent me a
exactly-
map, and the map was upside down.
That's what the cops say.
I
Just
don't
follow the path.
understand.
I think you just were holding it upside
No,
down.
it was on my phone. It was on my phone.
Uh,
They're like, yeah, all you gotta do
No,
is go
but-
out and make a left. I'm like, okay, that's what I did, and guess what? I'm not your fucking theater.
That's the
like,
thing, though. Even like the taxi drivers are bad because half of them don't speak English, and
Yeah,
the
it's
other
true.
half, the other
Most
half
of them are immigrants.
rarely know
Yeah, the other
where to
half-
go.
You know.
Yeah, it's
The other
horrible.
And then they
Bro.
drive 100 miles an hour
No.
in crowded streets
Either
in
that
New
or
York
they,
City.
or they either that or they take
Slam
the
on the
or they
brake.
take the
You like
slowest
fear for your
route.
life.
I got you in time, yeah?
They take the
Oh, they smell
slowest
like they
route
have a
because
goat
they
as a
want more
wife.
money.
Yeah, they probably do.
But yo, it's the war. I mean, I like New York
Welcome to the
City.
Middle East,
but like,
Buck
if you're in the
Rogers.
one section of like New York City that's
I
like,
hate it.
if
so
you're in
much.
Times Square and then like maybe Madison Square Garden's like the outside of it, it's great. But anything
Okay.
else outside that
All
shit.
right. I'll say this. some things are cool, like the Empire State Building.
The Empire State Building is great.
That's awesome.
Never been
Going on
there.
top.
I've been to the top and it's amazing.
There's like the
Great view.
theaters there are
Fucking-
pretty nice.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, the
Broadway
theaters are great.
theaters.
Oh my
Broadway
God.
I mean,
theaters
the
are
new
great.
Rock-
Rockefeller Center is pretty cool.
Phantom
Rockefeller
of the Opera.
Centers. Times Square.
Times
It's pretty
Square
cool.
is
If you
great.
like shopping,
They're actually
Yeah.
remodeling
Actually,
a
no.
cathedral.
No. Only the stores in Times Square. Regular Times Square, it's like the worst.
No, no.
It's so
Times Square
expensive.
itself.
Everything
It's
is so
It's
expensive.
so busy. There's
Everything
homeless
is
people
expensive.
everywhere.
You
And
gotta
they
go into New
jack
York.
up the price just
There's
to
homeless
get
people
to that
everywhere.
place.
You gotta
They got-
go into New York
they
and
got
at least $200
Mexicans.
if
Oh,
you want to
yeah.
enjoy yourself.
They got Mexicans dressed up like Elmo and shit.
Oh, yeah.
You can see their faces. And it stinks.
You know,
It
actually,
smells.
I went to Times Square is actually on a good day. There wasn't that much people, and by I mean that there was like thousands of people.
There was like 10% less people.
Horrible. Really, it's horrible.
Anyway, I went there and it wasn't that bad.
It's
I mean,
fucking chaotic.
it was-
there.
No,
hate it.
I went
there
there.
was like
with,
it was crowded as
I
fucking
went there
hell.
with my
But,
small
I mean, it
Asian
was just
friend.
You know what's
and
a
I
worse
almost
city
lost
than
him every
that?
time.
at least like a fucking.
I was crossing the
bridge, you know?
street.
Well,
I
to be
felt like I
fair,
had to hold
everyone's-
his hand and like make sure he didn't get lost.
Everyone's
Someone-
smaller than you, though.
You know what's a
Paul
worse city?
Karnowski? What's up,
Yeah,
Paul? Hope
yeah.
you're listening. Probably not.
You know what's a
but
little worse city than that is?
Mm.
Fucking Trenton.
Yeah, Trenton's awful.
Okay, it's Trenton is literally
Wait. Where's
literally one.
Newark? Newark's even worse.
New York's bad, but
Newark's
Trenton.
worse.
No, but as a city, Trenton is worse. It's
Okay.
literally like 2
Can you believe that's a
skyscrapers
fucking
and,
capital?
and like a field. That's it.
I can't believe it's our capital.
Why is it a capital?
Like, how is that our fucking
It's a shithole.
capital, man? It's a fucking shit.
Because nowhere else is better. I mean, where else are we gonna put it? Newark?
Howell.
There's
Yeah.
nothing a shot.
Why not
FBI?
Howell?
Howell? Because there's nothing here but farmland and hillbillies.
Oh, but literally, Howell is like the biggest part of New Jersey. Like,
It's
why?
not.
Yeah, like I don't know.
It's one of the
because it's
biggest
all
counties.
farmland.
You
Yeah.
should put it like near Belmar or something, man.
Yeah,
Belmar.
yeah, totally.
Yes,
Definitely,
like
yes.
seriously.
I like Belmar.
Dude, Belmar's
the
fucking
senators
amazing.
I would
Yeah.
help you
Yeah.
out amusement park.
But then
Oh,
Hurricane
nice.
Sandy comes, and guess what? You ain't got no senators no more. Ottawa's a race.
Good. NRC. NRC. This is a faggot anyway.
There goes the Nets. Shit.
Off to
Brooklyn
the
we
basketball
go.
nets.
No, man, Christy would probably float.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean,
true.
To be honest, he probably drowned, man. They'd like mistake him
He
for
doesn't
a
have
beach
his
whale and try to
floaties.
put him back in the ocean.
Chrissy doesn't have his.
I'd say
floaties,
like
he's
5 more
floating
minutes.
dead.
You want to like wrap this up because this is the hour and 10
No,
minutes.
fuck that. I want to keep talking about states.
All right, let's go. We could go for a long time.
What's a really shitty
Fuck
state?
Nebraska. Yo, no, fuck is Nebraska.
I shit you not. Fuck Virginia, because Virginia, you think it's like, oh, it's like
fuck
not
West
bad.
Virginia.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, you're so fucking
is the
special.
point of
You're
West
so
Virginia?
special. You don't go north or south. You go west. Fuck you.
Where's the
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck West Virginia.
No, well, I
This
shit
is
you
by
not.
far the
How about
loudest
North and
South
South
Dakota?
we've
What the
ever
fuck's
had?
the point of North and
This is
South
literally
Dakota?
cool. This is the loudest podcast we've ever fucking had.
Exactly.
What the fuck is Utah? All it has is fucking Mormons and nothing else.
Salt Lake
Fuck
City
'em.
and the
Or
Jazz.
skiing.
Oregon.
Oregon's rain.
Yeah, nothing happens in Oregon.
You get
Oregon's
rain
got
and
trees,
depression.
fool.
Rain and depression is what you get.
I don't know,
And the
man.
Seahawks.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Dysentery was pretty bad back then.
I mean, the Oregon Trail was pretty cool, but that's
Yeah, if you like dying at the age of 30.
dysentery.
If you like eating your family in the Rocky Mountains.
Yo, straight up though, Virginia is the worst state for traffic ever. Like at points, it's bumper to bumper.
I don't know.
Like,
Connecticut's pretty awful.
Anything on the
no,
box
you don't even
road.
understand. It's bumper to bumper, and then you get in another lane, and then that lane that you just got out of starts going, and you're like, well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get back in that lane. Guess what? The other lane starts fucking moving.
Guys,
Like, it's
yeah.
bad.
guys, you ever
I never been to
Did you
Virginia.
ever, guys?
Don't.
did you
Anything
ever
in the
decide to
Bible, though.
drive to
Bad.
Florida?
Oh, God, no.
My
Oh
parents-
my
my
God.
dad
We were originally going to do that.
Yeah.
No.
Last
Here's
time
the
we
story.
went.
We
Stupid
stopped
shit.
at Georgia.
That's stupid.
I feared for my fucking life, man.
Well, that's the South, so yeah.
yeah.
My girlfriend
Southeast
actually,
Asia.
she's just
Yeah.
like,
I feared for
well,
my-
like,
I went to
bad.
I went to Dallas, and it's a beautiful city.
really,
People
Dallas
there-
is nice.
People there
It's-
are awful. Though.
Yeah, they're Cowboys fans.
People there are
No,
dicks.
it's just like they're really
No.
super.
I mean, they're all
redneck
like
and
fucking
conservative.
coyotes.
It's
Well, here's
really
the thing.
bad.
You live around here. What do you expect?
This is bad. But
My
that's
girlfriend,
worse.
I heard Austin is awesome.
Austin, I heard
Austin
is really
seems like a
great.
great
Austin-
state.
Austin and Houston.
I think
they're
I'd
both
enjoy
great.
myself.
Austin
I've
is a
heard
good
Houston
redneck.
is pretty good.
I like it.
No, I've heard
Shut up.
Houston's pretty good. Anyway, so like,
Redneck.
my
I haven't
girlfriend's like
been to
looking at
Austin,
me,
but
and she's
I
like,
hear it's
I'm like, oh, like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm planning for this trip with in to Disney. I'm just like, oh, how do you plan on getting there? She's like, oh, I plan on driving. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you absolutely
that's
kidding
that's
me?
what my
Actually,
brother did.
no. Florida is a nice state, but it's sort of weird because it's
There's
like
millions everywhere.
it's like well.
I'm like, driving there
That's
takes like
Universal.
20,
Universal's bad.
like 20 hours to drive there.
It's
I
weird.
don't know,
'cause,
man.
like,
Universal has
Florida's-
good rides,
Florida's
but
like separated
Universal has
into
great
four
rides.
things.
Universal is great.
Best
Florida's
rides
like
ever.
separated.
Yeah,
because some
exactly,
people-
definitely.
Some
I
people
went on every
think-
And
single one.
Disney.
One person at a time.
Shut up.
some people think of Florida as like the South, and some people don't consider it a part of the South. They
Well,
consider
yeah.
it's like a separate state. It's fucking weird.
Keith, that's
It's
where
really
you were
weird.
talking.
Yeah, it's really weird.
My podcast now. Welcome to Keith's
that's Keith again.
podcast.
Stop the
There
audio
it is.
spike.
Bring the
Fuck New
podcast.
Mexico. Like we need another one.
We didn't want the old one anyway.
Yeah, I mean Breaking Bad's in New Mexico.
What you were saying, like
Breaking
Universal,
Bad.
Universal has like great rides.
Universal
like,
is the best.
Universal and like Disney, like the dynamic
right.
too, because Universal you can feel like yourself, and Disney you can feel like a kid again. Like it has like your youth and stuff like that.
I
like,
love Disney.
Yeah,
Disney's
exactly.
great.
I love
It's my
Disney.
favorite
I love both of them. Like both for
To
different
be honest, though,
reasons.
I'm never going to
Okay,
Universal again.
I just went to Universal
Why's that?
spring break.
because
I probably
went
won't fit on
every
any of the
single ride.
rides. So I'm
Oh,
not
like
gonna
you
go.
just unless they make a new one or something like
Unless
that.
they make a new one, I
Oh
don't
my
think I'm
God.
ever going to.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably go again just to relive. Like,
Kyle might
so
want to
bad.
say
Feels
a
so
word
good.
between you two, you know, just
Well,
in case.
I don't know. He's spoken through
He's
like half the
spoken a lot
podcast,
throughout this
so I'm
entire
just saying,
podcast, but go on,
Can
Kyle.
I go?
Yeah, sure.
Dude.
Oh,
but
Anyway, I went to Universal this spring break, and the one ride I wanted to go
Oh
on,
yeah, let's talk about this.
the one ride I wanted to go on was that fucking Jimmy Neutron
Yeah.
ride.
Anyway,
And
yeah,
not
really-
only when I get there, not only was it not there, they replaced it with a fucking Minions ride. They're not funny. I hate them so much.
You know what's a
But
real,
Kyle, banana. I mean, it's not
you know what's a really fucking fantastic.
Weird thing is though, I tried to
Dude,
like,
I'm not gonna say it, but I mean the Minions movie was great.
I tried to avoid it for
I
like the
didn't like
entire week,
I didn't-
and then I
like,
get
your
on the
entire
shuttle.
week-
Then I get on the shuttle to go home to the airport, and the driver puts in the fucking Minions movie.
Oh,
So I had to sit there and watch it for like
What
the next
the
hour.
fuck?
Kyle, did you enjoy it? Did it change your views on Minions entirely?
Dude, I gotta say, man, that was like the best movie. It changed my life, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oscar
It
nominated, and they
inspired me
say
to change
animation.
my
I got
college
like-
major.
I got like 50% more suicidal after that.
And they said animation is
Kyle's going upstairs.
second podcast that we've had interruptions. First it was Kyle's like uncle. That was fun. That was a
Kyle's
fun
uncle
pod.
actually came in.
You didn't. He like came down. He's like, "Hey, Kyle!" He's like screaming at him.
He was
Like,
right behind you.
yeah, he was.
But
yeah.
it- You know
Actually,
what's
technically it's the third because remember in our second episode you weren't there, but Dad came
Dad,
downstairs.
yeah, that's right.
Matt, me and Matt's dad came downstairs and he's just like, Mike, I need to talk to you. And Kyle thought he was going to join the podcast.
He heard him flipping the table
Unfortunately, my
downstairs.
dad did not. So
You know what's a really fantastic ride at Universal?
Mm.
The fucking Incredible Hulk ride.
yes, it is.
They closed that.
Not
They
an all-
did what?
Not a
It's
good movie,
Let's-
but
no, they closed it temporarily for repairs. It's
Oh,
coming back
thank God.
Summer 2016.
repairs.
But they got rid of the Jaws
They're
ride.
putting it
which
down.
I'm very mad about. I missed the Jaws ride.
The Jaws ride was alright.
Weird thing about the Jaws ride is like they shut it down, but they still have like merchandise for it everywhere.
Yeah.
There's nothing Jaws.
You know
related
what?
there
You know what's a
anymore.
ride that is really dated?
What?
The fucking Jurassic Park ride.
Yes,
I
that
love that
ride
one.
is
I
very,
love-
It's so cheesy.
I love that
So
one though.
outdated.
It's good.
Like there was this asshole sitting behind me, Mike,
oh wait,
and
I have a
Bill,
story about the Jurassic Park
and
because I was there.
this asshole was just ruining everything for like everybody on the ride and for the kids that were there and like finding it amusing. He's just like when the
Yeah.
dinosaurs were in the water, he's like, oh yeah, that looks real. And then
Fuck
like
off, dude.
and then when we climb, you do the climb
It
while
looked
in the
good.
building, and then
Honestly-
the Velociraptor jumps out at you. It looks really dated. It's going like,
oh
and
no,
it's obviously
the T-Rex looks great though.
I know, but like when the speaking of the
Probably
T-Rex,
because it's like dimly lit.
I don't know, man.
When the
dinosaur
T-Rex
ride at,
showed up,
Disney was
and
a
it
lot
was
better.
like roaring, and it shook its head. Its fucking neck was like flapping around and stuff, and the guy's like, "Oh no!" and then dropped, and then after and then I remember going to the booth, and I just see myself in the photo, just looking at the guy like super pissed.
Wait a minute, which is
And I just when we
way.
went down and it was the
Which
big
is,
splash, I just turned around and look at this guy. I don't give a shit about the water that just hit me,
All right.
and he's just like, "Oh, sorry."
So look, what happened on the Jurassic Park ride when I was there? There was this kid sitting next to my dad, and I was sitting next to my dad on the other side, and someone was talking about how bad the drop was, and the person behind us was like, "Oh yeah, it's an 85-foot drop," and as soon as the kid heard that, he fucking jumped out, and they had to like emergency stop the entire thing.
Oh my god!
We had to wait there for like 5 minutes.
Isn't there like a fucking?
Well, my dad's a big dude, so like.
oh, he's just able to slip out.
So he was able to like slip out really easily. But luckily it was like right when we were leaving, so there was a platform next to us and shit. And let's just say like his mom still stayed on the ride even after he was gone. Like she didn't care. That's it.
Damn.
okay.
Yeah.
Which
No, but it took us like 20 minutes to get back up in the fucking blazing hot sun. It was like in the 90s, I think.
which you think is
You
longer?
were born-
What is it? The
Alright.
Canadian guy? What's his name?
What?
Canuck.
No.
Senator?
It's
Yeah.
kind of like Splash Mountain.
Flame?
Ooh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, which is longer,
It's the
Splash
Saw
Mountain or that
ride.
one?
The Saw ride. I really like log flumes.
Yeah, dude, that was
great.
pretty
Those are good
fun,
ones.
man. It was
No,
good.
but I like
It's good.
Splash Mountain a lot better. Splash Mountain's my favorite ride. in Disney.
I've never
In
been to
Disney?
any of these places.
I think my
guess
favorite
I'll-
ride in Disney is probably the Aerosmith roller coaster.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
good- that's a
I love
really
Rock
good
and
one.
Roller Coaster.
That's a
is
great
fantastic.
one. I also
Never
like Tower
been
of Terror.
there.
Tower of Terror is great.
Tower of Terror is great.
I love Tower of
Space
Terror.
Mountain.
Space Mountain is great.
Space
There's another
Mountain.
one. There's another.
Even though
classic.
you feel like you're about to be killed any
I
second in
do.
space.
I
Mountain.
do.
Yeah, I
I have
do.
to keep
Even
ducking.
though the pipes
Same.
are like 10 feet above
I
you,
was like
it
that.
looks like they're
No,
about to take your fucking head
They
off.
are not. They are not.
They absolutely aren't.
They are.
Matt, I was
absolutely are
ducking every
not. I
single
have to
other
duck the
pole
entire
last time we went.
Or it's fun, but it's like it's terrifying.
It's a great ride and all, yeah, but I fear for myself. I feel like I'll
Epcot.
get decapitated or something.
Epcot fucking sucks. I don't
Epcot,
know.
yeah.
Nothing's at Epcot.
There's nothing there except for like it's
Food.
A
Yeah.
globe.
yeah. It's a good place to eat. That's pretty much it. And to watch fireworks.
And get drunk.
I guess.
Yes,
yeah.
and get
Like,
drunk.
Guys, I'm gonna shatter the universe for a second.
I
with this.
also hate Animal Kingdom. It's super hot there, and all the animals.
Everest
shit.
is
Oh,
all
because
I
when you enter the animal kingdom, it just gets 1,000 degrees hotter.
It does.
I've never been there.
Well, it's
That's
like
what I was
that-
gonna
It's
say.
surrounded by trees,
It
so yeah.
feels like that because there's no air conditioning there.
There isn't, yeah.
There isn't, except for in the Rainforest Cafe, which is near the entrance. That's
That's like at the back
That's
of
it.
the park, actually.
That's it. Yeah.
It's right next to Everest, right? Like not far
Yeah.
from Everest.
Oh, but I do love Everest. That's the only.
Everest
that's
is a
the
great
only
ride.
reason to visit Animal
Hey,
Kingdom.
dude,
That's it.
But like
I gotta go soon.
Okay.
yeah, but the cafe is great though. I remember the food there is
I like.
amazing.
I like
yeah,
the
it's
Rainforest
great.
Cafe.
Another thing I
good.
love about Disney is the food there is always good. Like sure it's expensive, but you get your money's worth. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like Universal, but I like Disney a lot more.
Yeah.
Even though there's not a lot as much variety as Universal, they have a lot more rides and they're a lot.
And yeah,
lot more
that's true.
fun. Universal has like nothing,
I
honestly.
like Six Flags.
Six Flags is good.
Six Flags is pretty cool. Yeah,
Remember
for
El
what it
Toro?
is.
They actually
Yeah,
have
for what,
roller
for what we
coasters.
got. Yeah, we make do with
You
what
know,
we
they're
got.
adding a Joker ride.
They are.
Yeah, I
Har-
wanna-
and
I'm
Harley
really?
Quinn-
I'm
Harley
gonna go
Quinn
on
ride.
that. Yeah,
They're adding
when I get
Harley
my
Quinn
season
ride.
I just
pass.
want
Harley
to.
Quinn?
Are they
I
based
don't
off
know.
the Suicide Squad Joker?
Yeah.
Or-
Oh,
Wait,
God.
stop! It is.
Could you imagine?
It is.
Fuck, really?
It is.
Why?
It's probably going to be the only ride
He's
that's going to be
so
better
bad.
than the movie.
That's what I heard.
That looks like a penis.
That
My
audio
friend
spike.
Jake went to Six Flags, and I asked him, I'm like, what kind of Joker would you say it's based off? And he's like, Suicide Squad. I'm like, oh.
Wait, where is it
Okay,
located?
hey.
You remember right next to him, the big ass swing thing. Right next to there, they had like a part of the park fenced off. You remember where that like old stadium used to be, where you like watch these like water shows?
Yes.
They got rid of that and replaced it with the Joker ride.
So what's going to happen with the water?
So is it going to be in the water? Is it going to be? part of the
No,
water?
it's right next to the water.
That'd be cool, though. if
It
was
would
in
be
the water.
cool if it was over.
Is it
water.
like a kiddie coaster?
they
Or is it
putting-
like?
Absolutely not.
Where
Is it like?
It's
is there
not a
pictures of
roller
it?
coaster. It's not a roller. Yeah, actually, I have it on my phone. What
Wait,
my
where are
phone's
they? Where are they going to put the Harley Quinn ride?
Right next to the Joker.
Oh.
It's like right.
It's gonna be weird. I don't know. I don't want to see Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to,
no one does.
but I'm gonna have like.
You guys see Superman versus Batman?
They said it is awful.
Yeah.
They said
I
it was
think people are overreacting to
atrocious.
Honestly, I think people are overreacting.
Did
to
you
it.
watch it?
Because there's so much cut out by Warner Brothers
Oh.
in those movies.
Yeah.
They-
Like Zack Snyder even said, he wanted it to be like 3.5 hours long, but they had to cut
No
it.
one
I
will
mean,
watch that,
what is
though.
it?
And they're releasing
Warner
the
Bros.
full
does
version,
some good
and it's gonna
things
be
I hear
and
they
then
like-
does some bad
It's
things.
not even Batman versus Superman. It's Batman and Superman versus Doomsday. pretty
Yeah,
much,
I hear
apparently.
they-
No, they fight for like a good half hour.
Yeah.
Really.
Like a
Oh,
whole
a half hour of the movie of the.
Out of what, like a
Out of
2 hour
2
movie?
hours, which
Yeah.
is
I had
gonna
like a
be
2 hour
like-
movie. Yeah, I saw the movie the other day actually, and I was really disappointed.
That's
The
enough.
fight
I mean,
itself was great.
It's
but everything else-
disappointing, but it's not fucking horrible.
It's not
I
great.
don't know.
The only thing that kept me into
I
that
haven't seen
movie
it
was
either.
Ben Affleck and the fight.
Yeah.
Like Superman and Batman throwing
Batman
down.
in that movie's a badass.
He
from
is.
What I heard. Like he
is
he straight up
absolute-
kills people in that movie.
Yo, this is it. That's
Well, that's
what they
not.
want?
That's like breaking
Yeah,
the
that's
one
it.
rule.
Yo.
Batman.
No, but it just looks
It's
like
pretty
he
good.
kills
It looks
people.
pretty
No,
Like, you see
no,
the
look,
first
it's-
Batman action sequence
That's
where he
not-
fights like 10 dudes.
Oh, it's
He
not
straight
that
up
well.
murders these dudes.
Batman kills everyone, man. Like I don't
Maybe-
like.
Yo.
I love how they try to like think.
Okay,
Oh no, he doesn't
okay.
kill
To be
him.
fair-
Man. They're like
to be fair, my friend Jake
non-lethal or
is a bit of
something.
an asshole,
He
so
throws
he may have just
batarangs
said
in their
that just to
fucking
piss
head.
me off. Which,
Okay.
He brands
So
people in that movie.
Jesus.
maybe it is. I don't fucking know. All right. So this ride is gonna be. Did you guys see the original drawing for the Remember
You go-
the new Batman ride they wanted? That was like the 4D thing.
No.
Mm.
That's the Dark Knight, isn't it?
No. Like, look. See how like how.
All right.
Oh,
It's gonna be.
yeah.
It's gonna be. You're going along, and then look, the car and the seats on the
What?
side are gonna move,
That'll be pretty cool.
and like you're gonna do flips and shit.
Yeah, I miss the
You
American
sharing a
Screen Machine.
picture of me?
I never got to
That
watch.
was my
like,
favorite
go
ride,
on.
and they replaced it with fucking Green Lantern.
Which sucks dick.
And
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
Lantern's
I have
fucking-
that,
Can I
yeah.
say I
It's
fucking
good, right?
hate the Green Lantern
I love
ride?
Game of
It
Thrones.
gives me
I
fucking
can't
cramps.
watch Game of Thrones
I
because
can't
don't
even
know.
enjoy
It gives me a
Oh, yeah.
no joke. It like gives me a hurt.
Yeah, it
It's
gives me
awful.
hernias. I can't even enjoy it. Terrible ride.
What
I'm
ride?
like,
The Green
Fucking
Lantern.
Green Lantern. I
Oh,
hate
yeah,
it.
it does.
been
It
on
does.
it.
It hurts my
It's
balls and
terrible.
legs.
I fucking
Yeah.
hate
Been
it.
on it once,
So
never
bad.
again. Never again.
I don't like Superman.
You
either.
think for a ride where you fucking stand.
So it's as
Superman's
bad as the
boring.
movie, right?
You think for a ride where you
It's like 4
stand,
hours
It wouldn't hurt your
seat
legs.
wouldn't hurt your balls.
The Green Lantern
It
ride
does,
is as good as the Green
unfortunately.
Lantern movie.
I never
Exactly.
saw that either. So.
Yeah, I heard that.
Thank
It
God.
was not good.
Heard that was really bad.
I haven't either. Thank
Wait,
God.
was that no? That was the Green Hornet with Seth Rogen.
Oh my god, that movie was shit.
Dude, he emerges from the smoke in the alley.
What a
And the
piece of
smoke,
shit.
the smoke is fucking weed, dude. 420, dude.
Dude, I
yeah,
wish
we
Seth
should-
Rogen could play someone other than Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
That's true.
I've
We
said this
talked
like,
about
time
this
and time
last time,
again.
right?
Like,
Yeah, we did.
I think we should cut it off.
Yeah,
We're
I
almost
think
at
we
an
do.
hour and a half now.
All right.
Yeah, like I think an hour and a half is pretty
Yeah,
decent.
I mean,
All right.
Okay,
Eric's
this
not
was
gonna-
this was a really good podcast.
To
I
be
really
fair, we
liked
should
this
just
one.
ask
I mean, there was a lot of
N words.
5 people talking at once.
Don't worry. Yeah, oh, you two. At one point, you two were just talking. Kyle's like talking over you. I'm like, God, just kill
Nah,
me.
Like,
All right. Well,
we could just
well,
give.
well. Thank
Dude,
you for,
Okay,
Dude.
well, what I want.
Nah, go ahead.
Duke and Earl.
thank you for joining
Okay,
us
yeah,
in
what
this
I-
episode of the podcast. In
No.
conclusion, fuck Nebraska. I'm Kyle.
I'm Matt. That's you.
I'm Keith.
I'm Will.
That's
Y me llamo Jorge. Adios.
George.
Lo siento.
And John was here, but he eats ass. So you gotta go.
Yes, so
Yeah, he had to go eat
Bye.
ass. So see you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye, guys.